So today I want to show you some of the most popular spots in Bath. So some of the most popular spots to visit in the city. So we're going to take you on a tour to the Roman Baths, which is where the city gets its name. And we're then going to take you to the courtyard and to the Bath Abbey. And this is a kind of cathedral here in the city where people come to pray, but also it's used as a spot to meet. Later on, after that, we're going down to some famous sites where many TV shows and films have been set. Then finally, best of all, we're going to head to the hot chocolate house to get a hot chocolate to share. Does that sound good? Yes? Perfect. I'm looking forward to ordering a hot chocolate. I hope you are too. But now, really, it's time for the city walk. Before we do that, I want you to let me know, are you ready to begin the UK tour? Are you ready for the UK? Let me know in 3, 2, 1. You're ready. Perfect. Well then, it is time for the city walk. Let's go. Okay, guys. So as we move around here, you can see my view. Now, if you haven't been to the city before, this might look quite different to what you've seen in photos. Bath is a popular place to visit, but many students really only think of London when they think of the UK. But actually, this is perhaps one of the most beautiful cities, if not the most beautiful city in the country. And the first thing I want to introduce you to is this spot up here. This, in fact, is the Roman Baths. So here we have the Roman Baths, where people have come to bathe in water, which is known for its medicinal properties. So it's meant to help you if you are sick. People have been coming to the Roman Baths here for thousands of years. Because in fact, the Romans, the old Italian Empire, the Romans discovered natural hot springs in the baths. Now, you might be thinking, why is that unusual? Why is that, special? Well, it's because it's actually the only natural hot spring in the whole of the UK. We don't have volcanoes or mountains here. So in fact, it's very unusual to have hot springs here in the UK. And so that's where we get our name from. So Bath is called Bath because literally we have baths in the Bath. So in the city of Bath, we actually have a hot spring. One little fun fact about the city here as well. This is the only UNESCO city in the UK. And actually in Europe, there are only 2 cities which are UNESCO cities. Okay, there are only 2 cities which are UNESCO cities. So it's a very special place here. It's the only city where the entire city, the entire place is a UNESCO site. And it's a natural hot spring city, guys. Here we are, here's my view here. Hot spring is where people come to bathe. Now, just to also let you know, there are no longer any places or any chances to go in the water in here, because now it is just the museum, okay? So if you were to visit Bath, the only place, hot springs you can go in the water of are down here. Down in this direction, there is a hot spring. You can actually go into the water still. So if you do visit, I recommend checking out a hot spring where you can actually go in and relax. Okay. Before we continue, I have a question for you. Okay. Someone has asked, what is the other city? Keep the questions coming, guys, as we go along. I want to answer as many questions as you have to make sure you have all the details and you really understand British culture and also everything you're seeing today. So one person has asked, can we bathe inside? I think I covered that. You can't bathe in here, but we do have other baths that you can bathe in. The other UNESCO city in Europe is, I'll let you have a guess. What do you think? Where do you think would be the other UNESCO city? Yeah, if you said Venice, oh, close. Vatican, Paris, you close. Vatican is probably closer. It's actually Venice. Venice in Italy. Venice in Italy. So another water based city. Right, guys, there is your fun fact for today. I'm now going to ask you a question, okay? And the question is, how did this city, how did Bath get its name? How did it get its name? Did it get it from the famous Roman baths in the town? Or did it get its name because there are many hot springs in the houses here? Is it because they have many hot springs in the houses here? Okay, 3, 2, 1. And most of you got it correct. So if you got it correct, just give me a little smiley in the comments. Give me a little smiley face to show whether you got that one correct. Nice. We have some smiley faces there. Great to see. It's not, and there's a smug face, a very satisfied smiley. So actually, there aren't many hot springs in the houses here. We just have the one hot spring, and that is in that building there. Okay, guys, well done for those who got it, and don't worry if you didn't get it, because we have lots more questions you can answer to get a point later on. Now we're going to keep walking, enjoy the live music as we go. Very relaxing music there, nice and relaxing. And up here, we're going to head now towards the Abbey. Now, the Abbey is a type of cathedral for a particular English church. And so the Abbey is basically an English cathedral, which is where we're heading now. And we go through here. Hopefully you can see right in front of us, we have the courtyard. So this is the courtyard, which again is a great spot to relax. Sometimes there's live music here, and on the weekends you'll see many people having their lunch or having some bites to eat, some snacks here in the Abbey. And again, just to stress, here is the Abbey ahead. If we look up there, this is the Abbey. So the Abbey is a type of cathedral. A type of cathedral, just there. Yeah. So it's a type of cathedral for a specific Christian faith. Now, I want to ask you a question. When do you think they started to build the Abbey? When do you think they started to build the Abbey? How many years ago? How many years ago do you think they started to build the Abbey we are looking at right now? 100 years ago? About 500 years ago? 400, 500, 100, lots of different guesses there, guys. 300. 19th century, okay, so 1800s, about 200 years ago. Now, the correct answer was around 500 years ago, okay? They begun building this 500 years ago. Someone has said 1,000, and actually 1,000 years is kind of correct. It has been a site for praying for 1,000 years, but this building started being built 500 years ago, roughly. 500. So it took a long time to build. It really took a very, very long time to build. Okay, so it was built 500 years ago. And guess, I mean, how long it took to build something like this. Let me show you it in more detail first, and I want you to guess how long it took to build, okay? So it was 500 years ago. If we go closer, hopefully you can see the detail here. We look up to the skies. There we are. Okay, and maybe if you can tell, there are angels coming down the side of each door. And some of the angels are upside down. So this is some beautiful classic architecture, Gothic architecture here. Okay, and as you can see, it's very delicately, intricately designed. Lots of different patterns on the wall. Okay, how many years do you think it took to build the abbey, to build it? So not how long ago was it built? How long do you think it took to build this beautiful cathedral? Yeah, you're close. 10 years, 80 years, 100 years. There's a nice mix. 1 year, 1 year, I like it. Just very, very quickly. Clearly, you have not been or seen UK builders are very slow. 1 year would be impossible here. Okay, some of you are getting it correct, which is great. Okay, the answer actually was 120 years. This building took 120 years to finish. I mean, really quite some time. Inside the building, which unfortunately we cannot go inside today, you will find that it is quite warm. Not very warm, but it is quite warm inside. Okay, it is quite warm inside. And the reason for it being quite warm is that recently they have started to heat the flooring. They have started to heat the flooring with the hot spring water. With the hot spring water from the baths, the water now goes through and under the abbey to keep the abbey, the cathedral, nice and warm. Very eco-friendly. Very slow builders. Exactly. So it's very eco-friendly, this building, these days. I think it's the first church or cathedral in the UK that has hot water or kind of eco-friendly heating systems. But to be honest, it is still pretty cold inside because the building is too big to heat. Yes, they are slow builders, but it was worth the wait because it's an incredible building. An incredible building. Shall we? I would like to go inside, but I think today it might be difficult to go in. Some days they close it, and some days they only open it for the gift shop or sometimes just for prayer. So if you come at Christmas time, I would recommend coming here for Christmas Eve. They have a celebration every Christmas Eve where all local people, oh, there we have some bells, beautiful. Christmas Eve, they have a big, what we call Sunday Mass, and all the people from the city come to this cathedral, come to the Abbey to pray and also to sing Christmas songs. So come here at Christmas and you will have a great time. So I have a question for you guys to see if you were listening. Right, the question is, the nearby hot spring water is heating the Abbey now. Is heating the Abbey now. Is this true? Let's turn this around. Is this true or false? Here's the Abbey. True or false? 3, 2, 1. Give us a smiley face if you said true, because you deserve it, guys. The answer was true. Okay, the answer was true. So the nearby hot springs, the baths, they do in fact heat the Abbey now. Big smiles coming through, guys. I like it. And a laugh as well. Big, joyous laugh. Brilliant. Okay, so let's continue on our walking tour. So far we have seen the Roman baths and we have seen the Abbey. I'm now going to take you to a famous spot in the city where many different TV programs were filmed. Before we head there, I just want to show you the baths because now we are behind the baths. Okay, so I will give you a sneak peek. A sneak peek means like a bit of a secretive look. So a quick look, and here we go. Are you ready? Here we have behind the Roman baths. Can you see? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much you can see, but there we have it. A sneak peek. A sneak peek of the baths. Right, guys, let's head towards a spot that has been a set for different TV shows and films. So we're now going to head towards the gift shop and the pub. And this is a really nice place to come whenever you come to the city. It's quiet, but there's lots of nice cafes and chocolate shops all over the place in this area. Okay, let me just take you around here. So the gift shop is just down here. And next to the gift shop, you might recognize the street. Okay, because if you have ever heard or watched TV show on Netflix that was called Bridgerton, many of the scenes were filmed on this street here. On this street, we're coming to it right now. Let me just show you. There have also been films set here, like Les Mis, Les Miserables, Les Miserables was also filmed here. So over here, on this side, we have a pub, Crystal Palace pub. Let's pause for a second. Then we have the gift shop just there. And next to that, we have a fancy costume shop. A costume shop. Now, in the TV show, has anyone seen Bridgerton? Tell me in the comments. Have you seen it? Or have you maybe heard of Bridgerton? Or Les Miserables? Let me know. Heard of it. It's on Netflix, I believe. To be honest, I have never seen it. I think it's aimed at females. I think it's more aimed at girls. My many friends have seen it. So what they did was, on the TV show, they changed the outsides of these shops and the pub to make them more suitable for the drama. So for the period, for the time period of the drama. So in fact, because obviously this looks quite modern-ish, they changed the front of the shops to make them more suitable. Now, what does suitable mean? What does suitable mean? So we use suitable to mean fitting or more appropriate. So for example, in this case, they needed to make the pub and the shops more suitable, the look more suitable. Okay, so I want you guys to think about using this in a sentence. When can we use the word suitable? Suitable. We can use it in many different contexts. You can even, for example, if I were to talk about my friend and his ex-girlfriend, I could say she wasn't suitable for him. She wasn't appropriate. It wasn't a good match. In this case, we are talking about the front of the shop is not a good match or was not a good match for the TV drama. How about you guys? Can you think of an example when you might want to use the word suitable? Something is suitable or not suitable, unsuitable for something. Have a think. I am suitable to party. I like it. I like your style. I wish I could read Korean so I could say your name. I am suitable for a party. So that means I mean, you might, yeah, it's an unusual sentence, but I do like it. So I am suitable for a party. So it means that you are a good fit for a party. Normally, we wouldn't use that as a sentence. It is quite unusual, but it is understandable. I understand exactly what you're saying. Anyone else? Can you think of something that is suitable or unsuitable? I am suitable for cooking. Yeah, I am suitable for cooking. Again, you probably in that sentence you might say I'm good at cooking. Your suit, your dress, yeah, you could say for clothes, works very well. So your dress is not suitable for this presentation. That works, or for this interview, maybe. So if you go to an interview and you wear tracksuit bottoms and a t-shirt, you could say your clothes are not suitable for this interview. That's a good example. The city of Bath seems suitable for sightseeing. That is perfect. Very good. I love it. Wearing a coat is not suitable for the sunny weather, maybe. That makes sense too. Yes. So, wearing a coat is not suitable for the sunny weather. Here today in Bath, just to show you, we have, oh, let me just show you. In Bath today, it is, where are we? There we go. Oh, let's have another look. Would you say today is a coat suitable for today's weather? You're suitable for this class. Oh, thank you. Do you think today the weather, is a coat suitable for this weather? What do you think, guys? Coat? Not really. Not really. No? Have you not? Well, it's actually quite cold. Anyhow, guys, I'm going to ask you another question to see if you have been listening. Okay? And again, I'm going to give you a few options. Okay? And only 2 of these are correct. Okay? So the question is, which TV series and movies have been filmed in Bath? And remember, there are 2 options. You should choose 2 suitable options. A, Bridgerton. B, Harry Potter. C, Les Mis. Or D, Spider-Man. Okay, I'm going to give you 3, 2, 1. And very good, guys. Give yourselves a smiley face. Bridgerton and Les Mis. Perfect. Perfect. Harry Potter, not so much, although there is a village close to Bath where some of the scenes were set. So you're not too far wrong. Yeah, give me some smiley faces, guys. Give me some smiley faces. Or thumbs up. Perfect work. Yes, team. I am very proud of you. Lovely stuff. So big thumbs up. Okay, guys. There we have it. We've gone through some of my favorite spots in the city. Now it's time for the real activity. Okay, and today's activity, like I mentioned earlier, is about ordering a drink, in this case, ordering a hot chocolate in a chocolate house. Bath has many different chocolate shops and chocolate houses. It's got a long history of having lots of options to eat chocolate and to drink hot chocolate. Okay? And so today we are going to order a hot chocolate, and I want you to help me. Okay? Before we do that, I'm going to tell you about my preference. Okay? I have a sweet tooth. So I love to drink chocolate, hot chocolate, any type of hot chocolate, really. I have a sweet tooth, so I like to eat chocolate and drink hot chocolate. So what do you think? What do you think sweet tooth means? Okay, I have a sweet tooth. You have a sweet tooth too. Perfect. Well, you're going to love the hot chocolate today. So give me an example of why you have a sweet tooth. So a sweet tooth is where we enjoy sweet food, whether it's chocolate, sweets, sometimes known as candy. We say, I have a sweet tooth. Okay, so I have a sweet tooth because I love drinking hot chocolate. How about you guys? I love candy, so I have a sweet tooth. Nice. I love candy, so I have a sweet tooth. Nice. Any other examples, guys? Whilst I'm giving you that, look at this. This is a good fitting image for someone with a sweet tooth. This is a different chocolate shop. Sweet tooth is not suitable for hot chocolate. You are not suitable for hot chocolate because I think I am. Hot chocolate can be very sweet. No, I do. Do you like coffee? I love coffee too. I am on a diet, so I can't have a sweet tooth. Nice. Well, summer is coming, so we should all be dieting right now, getting beach body ready. Okay, and so I need to go to the dentist because I have a sweet tooth. So just remember, it's have a sweet tooth, not am a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth. Perfect. Good work, team. So the first expression I want to teach you today, okay, the first expression is, what flavors of hot chocolate do you have? What flavors of hot chocolate do you have? Okay. Because you have to remember there are many types of hot chocolate. There are many flavors. There are many flavors of hot chocolate. So we need to make sure we kind of ask what flavors they have. Okay, so repeat this with me, guys. Repeat after me. Okay, at home, I want to hear you. What flavors of hot chocolate do you have? Perfect. Perfect practice. And what is favorite in popular in Korea? Mint chocolate. Mint chocolate. Nice. Mint chocolate tastes a bit like mouthwash. I like it. And so we can also ask this question if we go to an ice cream shop, for example. We can say, what flavors do you have? Strawberry, vanilla, banana, milk chocolate. Yes, milk chocolate. I want to drink dark chocolate, really. I think dark chocolate, hot chocolate is my favorite. Even though I have a sweet tooth, I also like bitter tastes. Oh, okay. So guys, question for you. How do you say if you love to eat sweet food, like chocolate? Do you say my teeth are too sweet? Or do you say I have a sweet mouth? Or do you say I have a sweet tooth? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Almost everyone, almost perfect. Exactly. You say, I have a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth. Give me a little thumbs up or give me a chocolate emoji if you got that one correct. Perfect. Oh yes, donuts too. I love donuts. Very good, guys. Okay. Next question or next expression for today, guys, is what would you recommend? What would you recommend? So this is when we want the staff at a restaurant, a coffee shop, a cafe, anywhere really. You want them to recommend or to suggest what you should drink or eat. Okay, so for example, for lunch, I went to a cafe today and I ate a sandwich. Very British. and I asked the staff who was serving me, I said, which one would you recommend? What would you recommend? And they suggested cheese and pickles. So I had a cheese and pickle sandwich for lunch. Okay, so this is an example of when we're going to use it, but you can use it any chance, any time you want to ask the waiter or the staff to recommend, to suggest a flavor or something to you. Okay. So normally, if someone recommends you something, normally when someone recommends you something, you don't have to choose the option they suggest, but often I feel a bit of pressure to choose it. Can we also say what's popular? Yeah, you could also say what's popular. You could say that. What's popular? What do you recommend? Would be kind of similar, actually. Yeah. So yeah, give me an example. What do you recommend? Let's say to you, I said, what do you recommend I do in Korea? Try using recommend in a sentence. So I recommend you ... Hey, what should I do in Korea? What do you recommend I should do if I come to Korea? Anything? I would recommend you try hot, spicy food. That sounds good to me. I recommend you visit the real sauna here, not Bath. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I will remember that. I recommend you. I recommend you go shopping in Myeongdong. Myeongdong. I'm guessing that's a shopping centre. Korean barbecue. Yeah. I recommend Korean food. Perfect. Nice work, guys. Lovely. And so the last expression I'm going to teach you today, the last expression is not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Okay, so this is the last one. You might be thinking, we're getting a hot chocolate. We're not getting tea today. Well, in fact, not my cup of tea is an idiom we use when we want to say we don't like something. Okay, if you want to say you don't like something, you can say it's not my cup of tea. So for example, let me think. What's not? I like everything, to be honest. What don't I like? English breakfast. English breakfast is not my cup of tea. Also, horror films. Horror films are not my cup of tea. These are examples of things I don't like. Okay. Mint chocolate is not my cup of tea. Yeah, me too, actually. Probably not the flavor I would choose anyway. If I were to choose, I would probably not go for mint chocolate. Good example. Any others? Any others? What don't you like? What don't you like? Let me know, guys. Practice in the chats. Greasy food is not my cup of tea. Cheese is not my cup of tea. That's surprising. I love cheese. Rainy days are not my cup of tea. You should never come to the UK if that's the case. You should never come to the UK. It's always raining. Mushrooms are not my cup of tea. Great examples, guys. I think you understand. I think you've got it. Perfect. So I think we've got a good example there. So I've got a question for you guys. And the question is, if you're not sure what to order, how do you ask to get some advice? Okay. What do you say? Do you say, what did you think about the food? Do you say, what would you recommend? Or would you say, what is your reservation process? Okay. 3, 2, 1, and I will ask the question again. What would you say in the restaurant? You've got it, guys. 3, 2, 1. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. It's yes, exactly. What would you recommend? So if you want the staff to suggest a flavor or a taste of something, we would ask, what do you recommend? We wouldn't go for the other options. So we wouldn't say, what did you think about the food? Because it's past tense, so we wouldn't ask questions about the past. So what did you think about the food is a bit unusual. It would be something you ask if you're talking to a friend who ate at a restaurant, and after they've eaten, you want to find out, did they like the meal? You might ask a friend, what did you think about the food? But you wouldn't ask the member of staff before you eat. If you ask the question, what is the reservation or what is your reservation process? You are asking them, how do I book a spot or a seat in your restaurant or cafe? So when we say that about the reservation process, just keep in mind that we generally we wouldn't use that unless we wanted to book a seat or a spot. Okay? Perfect. Right, guys, we're going to go inside and we're going to order a hot chocolate. Are you ready? Let me know. Yes. Righty ho, guys, let's go. I'm going to turn the camera around. Yes, I'm ready. Ready. Let's do it. Turn the camera around and head to the hot chocolate shop. I think there might be a long queue today, guys. A long queue. So don't forget, guys, we're going to ask the question, what flavors of hot chocolate do you have? And what would you recommend? What would you recommend? Please listen. Okay, hopefully it's not too busy today. No, it looks quieter than I expected. So here we are outside. There we have the Abbey. And here, guys, is the hot chocolate shop. Okay. Here on the window, we have on the door, we have the different types, but I'm going to ask them anyway, in case there are any other flavors that they have. Here we go. Inside. Just joining the queue now, guys. Joining the queue. And don't forget to type in your expressions that you have learned. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, the cakes do look nice. Here you go, look. Delicious sweet cakes. Yesterday. Hey, hi there, hi. I don't know, Shay. I don't know. What do you mean? Yeah, well. Hi there, hi. What flavours of hot chocolate do you have?
So we have the 6 different flavours up here on the wall. I recommend a classic if it's your first time trying them. It's really nice in between, not too sweet, not too rich.
Okay, the classic you recommend? Yeah. I'll have the classic one, please.
Is that to have in or take away?
To have in, please.
To have in, lovely.
Cheers.
Any whipped cream or marshmallows?
Whipped cream, please.
Yeah,
sounds good. Cheers.
Anything else from you?
That's all, thanks.
Okay, that is £4.90 altogether.
Can I pay after? Is that still
yeah,
yeah, okay,
yeah,
perfect.
Put it on hold here.
Thank you.
On table number
Lovely.
39.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Appreciate it. Thank you. Hello guys, can you hear me? I got a table number 39. So, did anyone catch what the server said? Could anyone catch what she said? She did speak very fast. Yes, it was so fast. Yeah, I think it's good practice to hear. This is like a native speakers. Often young females in particular speak very quickly in the UK. Okay, but yeah, I think you heard. So what did she say? Actually, she recommended the classic. I didn't actually say, what do you recommend? She read my mind. She read my mind, and she actually said, I recommend the classic. Okay, did you hear anything else she said? For example, when I said, can I pay later? Could you hear what she said after that? Yeah, lovely. Yeah, that's true. She did say lovely. She didn't use the words lovely or kindly. I think she said lovely at the end when she gave me the hot chocolate. She said lovely. I will bring that over to you. Correct. Anything else? Of course, yes, she did say of course. So when I ordered it, I said, can I pay for it later? She said, of course. And then I took the number and she said, lovely, I will bring it over to you. So perfect. Good listening, guys. What flavors do you have? Yes, I asked her, what flavors do you have? And she said the different flavors and then recommended the original. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Amazing. Looks lovely. Thank you very much. Cheers. Guys, here we are. Can you see this? Ooh la la. Epic. I love it. Epic. Yeah, she actually also, one thing she also asked, she said, would you like some whipped cream or marshmallows with that? And I said, whipped cream, yes, but marshmallows, no thank you. I'm on a diet. Perfect. Right, guys, so I'm going to sit down and enjoy my hot chocolate. Before we finish, let's recap about what we did today. Okay, so today we saw the Roman baths. We then saw the Abbey and the courtyard. Nice. And then we saw the movie set for the TV show Bridgerton and the film Les Mis. We also learned useful expressions like sweet tooth. And we also learned expressions such as, not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. And I think someone has just used it perfectly in the comments. Marshmallows are not my cup of tea. Perfect. Means I don't like marshmallows. We then obviously also learnt the way in which we can ask what flavors do you have. So what flavors do you have is very useful in a milkshake shop or ice cream parlor. And we also learned the question, what would you recommend? What would you recommend? Okay. So these are some of the key expressions we've learned today. And of course, also suitable. Last but not least, suitable. And that is what we use to mean something suits or fits something else. What would you recommend? But guys, we have been on a journey, and for the next 2 minutes, let's have a practice about some of the vocab. Let me try and sip this ice cream. Or hot chocolate, look at this. I don't know how to eat it because look at this. The cream on the top makes it very difficult to drink. Very, very messy, I think. So guys, before we finish, and I try to drink or eat this hot chocolate, let me just ask you a question. I want to know, how much did you enjoy today's Real Live in the UK? Entertaining? 2 thumbs up. Or I liked it. 2 thumbs up. Seems to be winning. 3, 2, 1. 2 thumbs up. Put them in the comments. Double thumbs up. Perfect, guys. That's brilliant. Yeah, here we come. Here come the thumbs. Love it. Okay, guys, and just to let you know, next week we will be in Bath again, and I want to show you a different part of the city. So next week we're going to Jane Austen Centre. I'm going to show you a cheese shop in the UK, and then most importantly, we're going to a fish and chip shop. So I'm going to teach you how to order real British fish and chips. I will see you next week, guys. Fish and chips. See you later, guys.